Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. I hope you all are doing extremely well. So, today, as usual, we're going to tap right into this energy. Let's see what is going on. What is it that you need to know? Or what is it that you may need to be aware of? So, let's tap in. Let's see what is going on in these energy streets. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the death and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like someone you ended something with, something came to an end. It's like you are no longer dealing with this person. You could be separated from this person. But it looks like someone here ready to apologize. They ready to offer you their cup again. They ready to make you some type of love offer. This person could know they either said something they ain't had no business saying, they did something they ain't had no business doing, and you got up out of there. And this person is feeling it. We have a King of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Nine of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles, the Star, Devil, Page of Swords, Hierophant in the reverse, Queen of Wands. Now, for a lot of you, you ended something with this person because this is someone that this person could have been, very sneaky, doing things behind your back with this devil and the Queen of Wands, Five of Wands in the reverse. But it's like you ended this situation. You separated yourself from this toxic situation or this toxic dynamic. Whether it's with a romantic partner, whether it's with a friend, maybe you separated yourself from family members. But I feel like you put an end to the gossip. You put an end to the arguments. You put an end to the bullshit. And I feel like with this ending, it's birthing out a new opportunity for you. Whether it's, you getting back to yourself, whether it's you going after another job, whether it's you getting some type of financial blessing. I feel like something is coming in unexpectedly, like something that you have always wished for, something that you have always prayed for. It's coming in for you. But for on the flip side, for some of you, this was your match. I'm getting like husband, wife, long term commitment. I'm getting like someone that you seen was going the same way as you. But somewhere down the line, this person could have thought they, wanted better. They could have thought, they wanted their freedom. They wanted to be out here in these streets doing whatever it is they wanted to do. And they could have got themselves caught up with someone that's just using the hell out of them for what they got. Someone that only want them for what they got. Now, perhaps this is someone with, maybe they got a nice body, maybe they got a nice job, they got a lot of things going for themselves, but they getting used. This is someone that only wants them for what they got. So perhaps they fall off from that job. This person gonna haul ass. Or perhaps they lose their car. This person ain't gonna catch the bus with them. See, that's the thing. See, people have someone that's down for them, have someone that's ready to ride for them, have someone that's ready to go the extra mile for them. And they'll trade that in for what they think they want. But when times get hard, when they fall on hard times, them same people that they took for granted is the ones that they wish they would have kept in their corner. I feel like for you, you was down to ride the bus with this person. You was down to go through things with this person. You was down to lift this person up in their time of need. I'm getting like match, divine match. And this person could have let, someone come in between this connection, but it's like you ain't on that no more. You're not on that no more. Someone is not spiritually attuned. I feel like this is someone that They ain't tapped in. This person not tapped in. This is someone that's still in the matrix, that's still asleep. It's like they not tapped in. But I'm picking up like you don't. There's no contact with this person. You don't want to hear from this person. A lot of times we have to be okay with letting people go back to what they used to. You could be too good for this person. You could be too strong for this person. This could be someone, that like foot draggers. Someone that like men that, drink beer all day. Sometimes we have to be okay with letting people go back to what they used to. And that's what it is. But I'm getting like this person wanna talk to you. There's someone that wanna communicate with you, but it's like you can have this person blocked. You can have this person blocked and they stuck with whatever they may have chose over you. Because see, while they sleep, you up getting to that work. Whether it's, your spiritual journey, you can find yourself meditating. You can find yourself, for some of you, maybe going to church more, you praying more, you working on your spiritual side of life. But someone here is not trying to get out this toxic type energy, like this negative type energy, and what they done got themselves into, they could be stuck with. They could be really, really stuck with. And that ain't your problem. I feel like, you fought hard to get out of this situation. You fought hard to free yourself from this situation. Because a lot of times, we get with people that be in this negative energy, this toxic energy, and we form a trauma bond with them. And it be hard to leave. We could see the disrespect. We could see the manipulation. We could see things that they are not doing correctly, and we still choose to stay. But one thing I always learned, the universe will allow someone to continue to hurt you until you figure out enough is enough. And I feel like you freed yourself from this situation. You ended things. Whether you love this person deeply, whether you had a trauma bond with this person, you freed yourself from it and you brought it to an end. But toxic people, manipulative people, they never really go away. They tend to hang around in the background watching you, watching what you do, you know, waiting on you to be vulnerable again with them so they could sneak in with an apology. But I feel like you gone. And a lot of times people feel like a simple, measly apology don't change what they did to you. You could have already healed or you on your healing journey. And I I want to really, really emphasize that healing is not easy. Going no contact with someone, not speaking to someone that you love is not easy because it is times where you want to reach out to that person. It is times where you get that craving to want to hear that person's voice. It is a time where you will miss that person. But a lot of times they do what they do to you to try to get you to chase, to try to get you to reach out, get you to beg. But when you flip the script and you let them get on with what they got, what they got going on, that don't be really what they want. People love ego boosts. You calling this person, you chasing this person is a form of an ego boost for them. It put them up on this podium and it keep you down low. But I feel like someone need to work on their spiritual side of life. Now, for a lot of you, you was actually married to this person. And this caused a divorce. Them high in the fact that they cheat and manipulate after doing all you can to make things work. You just gave it up. I ain't competing with no one. I ain't fighting, I ain't fussing, and I ain't arguing with you. I'm gonna bring an end to everything. I'm gonna bring an end to it, and I'm gonna manifest what I want. I'm gonna manifest who wanna be with me. I'm gonna manifest who is comfortable with being with me. A lot of times, people pretend well. They pretend like they want something long term. They pretend like they want something steady and stable. But they start missing that whole side of life. They start missing that person that they truly are, because it's only so long you can pretend that you want something real. Then you go back to these, foot draggers. You go back to these, scallywags. You go back to these drunks. You go back to these men that, ain't worth the time of day. And we have to be okay with that. This person manipulating, cheating don't affect your value. You know who you are. So let them suffer, let them stew, let them be stuck with whoever they chose over you, or whoever they may have thought was better than you. You bigger than that. Big things are popping. And that little shit, you have stopped it. So with that, I'll leave the reading here. If it resonated with you, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.